This is Dabu7. We have more reports of Russia now wanting to fly over the United States. And this is something people should pay attention to. They're wanting to do it more and more often. I've reported on this numerous times throughout the past year or so. There was the initial request where they annually fly across the United States with these cameras that have to be inspected. And they have to go through a series of gestures and moves to make it all happen. Now, just here in the past few months, it went down on the West Coast. We picked up on flight radar. A Russian military aircraft over on the West Coast is flying around very near where the Super Bowl went down and everything. And it raised a lot of questions, like how come people are not told about this ahead of time? This Russian aircraft popping up out of nowhere over the West Coast, flew in and then flew back out over the ocean and was gone. Now, you have to realize that if Korean troops, Russian troops, anything out of the movies like Red Dawn was to ever happen, somebody had to have let it happen. Are you hearing me? You don't get all these military aircraft across that ocean without getting picked off and get anywhere close with those aircraft without them seeing you. So they would know. Now, Russia is, as of Monday, filing for another request to do this. And it has the United States kind of scratching its head like they're wanting to do this a lot. Maybe you guys should be doing it to Russia as well. And they're like, well, we don't know what to do here with all the war in Syria and Ukraine. That's garbage. I've already explained it. These are proxy wars. This is a world stage. These are theaters of war. That's why they call them that. It is a distraction. It is a play on the minds of the people. Without war, they lose their control mechanism. They lose their way to make their money. You see? And think about it. What if the United States and Russia were allies? How many countries would be able to mess with us? And what if that's happening behind the scenes? And more countries are involved than you even realize. And it has nothing to do with the people being behind this. It has to do with your leadership. Your leadership has come together behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz to pull off this whole game while all the people of every country out there across the globe are falling for it. And you think this country is your enemy. You think that country is your enemy. And the problem is they're brainwashing their people to say America is your enemy. Americans are your enemy. And the people that buy into this, that is the killer thing. That is what cripples us all, is the people buying into this lie and fighting wars for other men that get them nowhere. So what we have here is Russia trying to come back into the United States and do its flybys. And at this point, I foresee that the United States is going to let them do this. Because if at any point they try to stop this, well, then they're not going to be able to do the same when they want to. And there's so many things going back and forth behind the curtain that people just don't even realize the magnitude of this. But I just want to make people aware that Russia is planning to fly over the United States once again. Last time it was unannounced. Try to make people aware of it this time. And as I get more details, I'll continue to keep you guys posted. This is Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.